Welcome back. Graduate students from the University of South Florida have teamed up with the city of Palmetto to make the city a better place to live.
It's all part of a community sustainability program, and ABC 7's Rick Adams shows us how this partnership is making a huge difference.
Palmetto city officials see this partnership with USF as a win-win. The students receive an amazing experience, and the city gets lots of valuable input. It's a program that is giving the city of Palmetto a whole new outlook in the present and in the future. The University of South Florida in Tampa had recently chosen Palmetto as their first community partner for its Community Sustainability Partnership Program.
Our different department heads submitted different concerns that they had that maybe this program could help shore us up and bring a new perspective to the city of Palmetto.
The year-long program has graduate students and professors in architecture, design, law enforcement, transportation, and other areas working hands-on with city officials. The idea is to get fresh ideas in taking the city of Palmetto to a whole other level.
You don't get that many opportunities to have that much brain power chugging together to propel a city along, so it's fantastic for the city of Palmetto.
One of the big projects USF students are involved with are plans on helping make the Palmetto waterfront even more beautiful, which is an area that is already seeing a lot of success. The waterfront is in the middle of the transformation process with many more palm trees and bushes lining up the walkways. Another exciting project the students will be involved with is the historic building where the VFW is situated. Plans are to renovate the building and even include residential lofts on the second floor. City officials say the future is looking bright, and it's even looking brighter with the help of USF.
Professors are great. The students are just diligent and they work hard, and they really give us an eye to the future of what things should look like, because they are the future.
And at the end of USF's next semester in May, city officials here will decide exactly how they will further implement the students' input. Reporting from Palmetto, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Rick, thank you. A huge change for USF's football team. Coach Willie Taggart has accepted the head coaching job at Oregon. The university will introduce the Manatee High grad at a press conference tomorrow in Eugene. The Tampa Bay Times reporting Taggart met with the USF players this afternoon to break the news. Taggart leading the Bulls to a 10-2 record this year. That's the best ever for the school. The Bulls have also won 17 of their last 21 games under Taggart. Taggart won a state championship in 1992 as a quarterback of the Manatee Hurricanes. Among the names being talked about to take his place at USF, Lane Kiffin, Charlie Strong, and former Bucks coach Greg Schiano.
New College of Florida is teaming up with Selby Gardens in Sarasota to provide students with more learning opportunities. Selby is now working with the college's education and research departments. The collaboration will allow the groups to share research facilities and further focus on plant science, conservation, and public outreach. Students will be able to work with professional scientists and botanists who work and visit Selby Gardens.
We will also share facilities such as our library facilities and research facilities. So there's just a lot of wonderful collaborative opportunities.
New college students will be introduced to internship opportunities due to this collaboration.
Tomorrow, you can take part in the planning process for the future public library in Venice. Sarasota County will be hosting 2 meetings to update the public on where those plans currently stand. Architects will also be there to answer any questions. The meetings will take place tomorrow at the Venice Community Center. The first one starts at 10:30 in the morning, the second in the evening at 6 p.m. Have your say on what you want in your new library.
Yeah, go out and share your opinion. And the weather is looking pretty nice. Let's head over to Bob.
Yeah, it looks really nice out there. We had some fog around and some low clouds earlier this morning. That burned off, revealing lots of sunshine around today. And this is the Van Wezel webcam looking out over into the bay, and you can see a pretty nice evening, a few sailboats out there. Hardly any clouds to be found, but you'll notice a few clouds here off in the distance, and that is going to be on the increase. Cloudiness will be on the increase as a result of some overrunning from this frontal boundary down to our south, and a very active subtropical jet stream right now, which is racing across the Gulf of Mexico. You see this steady stream of clouds from Mexico right through central Gulf of Mexico, and then running in through Florida right now. So some of the high clouds around could actually inhibit the fog development tonight, but I still think we'll see some, especially some inland areas. But right now, skies are generally clear. No rain around and no rain anticipated overnight. Currently at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, it's fair. It's 71 degrees. The dew point is at 62, and the pressure pretty high at 30.05 inches. Well, grab your jackets and sweaters. You may need them later this week. We'll talk about a cold front coming through in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Among the many people meeting with President-elect Donald Trump, a fair number of Democrats. President Obama's former chief of staff and current mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel, among the latest, with hints that another cabinet post will soon be announced. ABC's Lana Zak has the latest.
I delivered to the president-elect and his senior advisor and his chief of staff a letter signed by 14 mayors that put together from across the country about our DACA students.
Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel is hoping President-elect Donald Trump will protect undocumented students whose parents brought them to the U.S.
They're trying to achieve the American dream. No fault of their own, their parents came here. They are something we should hold up and embrace.
Mr. Trump has sought President Obama's advice on some of his cabinet picks.
They've spoken several times since their face-to-face Oval Office meeting just after the election.
The president-elect promising he would be announcing more cabinet positions soon. Sources within the transition team say that the president-elect is likely to announce retired General John Kelly as the head of Homeland Security.
I believe we're in the process of putting together one of the all-time great cabinets that has ever been assembled in our nation's history.
Mr. Trump says he's further narrowed his choice for Secretary of State, and former rival Mitt Romney remains on the list. Meanwhile, the president-elect was named Time Magazine's Person of the Year, an accolade he told NBC he celebrated.
Well, it's a great honor. It means a lot, especially me growing up reading Time Magazine, and it's a very important magazine.
The president-elect will be traveling to Iowa tomorrow. He has announced he will be tapping their long-standing governor, Terry Branstad, to be the next ambassador to China. Lana Zak, ABC News, Washington.
Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi is on Trump's transition team, but she's keeping her future plans secret for now. Bondi has not said whether she has plans on joining the administration. She also says she's not prepared to answer whether she'll stay the state's attorney general. Bondi has been elected twice, and if she stays on as attorney general, she'll have to step down from her post in early 2019 due to term limits. Governor Scott would appoint a successor if she leaves office early.
Few political observers saw Donald Trump winning the presidential election due to many polls having Hillary Clinton with a close but steady lead. Experts say many of the national presidential polls, which reflect what the popular vote might be, were fairly accurate. But according to New College political professor Keith Fitzgerald, the state polls were a different story.
Which meant that they missed the Electoral College, which is what really matters in the whole thing. So then you have to start digging down into these state polls and see where the problems were and which ones were way off.
Coming up later in our 7 o'clock newscast, we take a look at factors overlooked by state pollsters.
Florida House members are grappling over how to revamp the workers' compensation insurance system. Staff members held 2 briefings this week to help lawmakers understand the complicated system. The workers' comp issue has reemerged following 2 Florida Supreme Court rulings that found parts of the system unconstitutional. The most significant ruling tossed out strict limits on fees that could be paid to attorneys who represent injured workers in disputes about benefits.
The workers' compensation premium is money that comes right off the top, reduces profits, reduces income to the employer. So, of course, these are fewer monies that are going to be available for any and all kinds of expenditure, including salary increase.
State regulators approved a 14.5% increase in workers' comp rates, and those rates started to take effect last week. However, whether those new rates should continue is pending in an appeals court.
SpaceX's first launch since a fiery rocket explosion in September has now been pushed back until January. SpaceX has been grounded 3 months since that dramatic accident, which originated in the upper stage of the Falcon rocket. The Falcon and its satellite were destroyed in a massive fireball seen here that erupted as the rocket was being fueled for a test firing. The company was hoping to carry out another launch in mid-December, but it says it will need more time and will now try in early January with hopefully much better results.
Yeah, we don't want to see that happen again. Still to come in your Suncoast News, an important advancement for adults with type 2 diabetes.
The FDA approves a label change for a diabetes drug to reduce the risk of cardiovascular death. Details are straight ahead in Health News.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Riding at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbythebay.org.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, safety and peace of mind. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
You've seen me roll for 100 G's, but I got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck, be a lady tonight.
The FDA approves the first and only type 2 diabetes treatment for cardiovascular use. ABC7's Alex Redmond joins us with why this blood sugar lowering drug helps those with heart disease. Alex?
That's right, Haley. There's good news for people with type 2 diabetes. U.S. regulators are now allowing the drug maker Eli Lilly and Company to state that its diabetes drug Jardiance reduces risk of death from heart problems. Since 2008, the FDA requires all new diabetes drugs to undergo rigorous trials to demonstrate no increased risk of heart attack, stroke, or death.
A TZD drug named rosiglitazone, Avandia, was found to increase potentially the risk of people dying of cardiovascular disease when it was treated for diabetes.
Researcher in diabetes Dr. Louis Chaikin of Meridian Research was involved with the diabetes drug trial from 2011 to 2015.
The EMPA-REG trial, which was a cardiovascular outcome trial. Jardiance was approved in 2014 for the treatment of type 2 diabetes.
Dr. Chaikin shares results revealed at the 51st European Association for the Study of Diabetes annual meeting in Stockholm, Sweden in 2015.
It was the first drug that has been approved for diabetes that demonstrated a dramatic reduction in people dying from cardiovascular disease and total death from diabetes. The 3,000 attendees all stood up and applauded because this was such a surprise.
The study unexpectedly finds Jardiance slashed deaths by 32% in patients with type 2 diabetes at risk of heart attack and stroke when added to standard diabetes medications. Dr. Chaikin says that the hope is that this drug, Jardiance, will also help prevent cardiovascular disease and early death from it for people that are newly diagnosed with type 2 diabetes.
Jardiance demonstrated a 32 to 38% reduction in people dying from cardiovascular disease or total death. The most interesting part is that this improvement occurred within 3 months of taking the drug.
Dr. Chaikin and Meridian Research are involved and conducting several clinical trials. And to find out how you can qualify, just go to mysuncoast.com and click on health. Back to you, Haley.
Thank you, Alex. Now let's head over to Bob.
Thanks, Haley. A stationary front now down to our south will eventually become a player again. It moved through yesterday, brought some showers and storms our way, but now it's down south, kind of pulled up stationary near the Keys and producing some showers there. A rain chance coming back on Thursday. It's very small on Thursday, only 30%. Better chance for late Thursday night, Friday, when another cold front, a stronger one if that moves through. And look for breezy and colder conditions to move in on Friday. Won't be around all that long, but we're in a progressive pattern, meaning cold fronts move through, high pressure builds back in, warms us up, and then another cold front on the way. We could see another storm system do that as early as late Monday and Tuesday of next week. There's still some discrepancy in some of the models there as far as the timing of that next system, but showers well offshore of the Key West area, and looks like things will stay high and dry here. Some snow falling now in southeastern portions of Kansas tonight over to Missouri near St. Louis and stretching on toward southern Illinois. Well, current temperature here, nice 71 degrees. We have sunshine or clear skies now. The sun has just set. Dew point is at 62 and winds out of the northwest at 13. The pressure 30.05 inches, and that continues to rise. The high today was 76, 1 degree above the average. So it wasn't much of a cold front. The low this morning, although in the 50s, was cool, but cooler than it has been. Not where it's supposed to be at 55 degrees is our normal low temperature, and 30 degrees set back in 1937 was the record low temperature for this date. No rainfall to report. Yesterday we had over an inch reported at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. Tonight looks good, mostly fair skies. Now there may be some low clouds or fog forming inland and to the north. So if you have some travel plans along I-75 and Interstate 4 tomorrow morning, you may run into some fog. Temperatures right now in the low 70s to mid 70s around town. 71 in Bradenton, 77 though in Punta Gorda, Arcadia at 78, Inglewood you're at 72, and Bradenton 1 degree cooler there. This is the wind forecast and also somewhat of a fog forecast too, or low cloudiness if you will. Notice not much near the coast with that north wind, but it's showing the fog making it down into Manatee County and some inland areas in Sarasota County. So keep that in mind tomorrow morning. It could be rather thick in some areas and then it should fade away. We'll see increasing clouds though throughout the day tomorrow as a result of this storm system which is going to be developing throughout the day on Thursday, which will eventually sweep that cold front our way by Friday morning. It's all kind of gathering to the west of us and will all come into play and then move through pretty quickly. And then cooler weather for Friday and early Saturday. And then we quickly warm up. By Sunday, we'll be back above average as far as temperatures go. Right now, that dry air in place will limit the amount of showers and storms moving through the area. As a result of that dry air, we are not anticipating much rainfall from this next system, although we will see the potential for a few showers tomorrow and tomorrow night and Friday morning. It shouldn't be all that heavy as far as accumulation goes. And then we will see that front kind of move on through, skies clear out, and turn much colder Friday night and Saturday morning. Yes, we're talking temperatures down into the 40s. The Arctic air mass is in place now over the northern Rockies and northern Plains states now. You can see that single digits down into the teens into parts of Colorado tonight. And all that cold air is going to spread to the east and south, but mainly to the east. So not as much of a chance here for getting the extreme cold. Moderate chop for bays and inland waters. And as far as the water temperature goes, 73. UV index will be a 7 tomorrow. Tides upcoming, high tide at 7:03, a low tide at 1:58. And the forecast tonight, some fog possible inland, increasing clouds, 63 for a low. And tomorrow, the increasing clouds, a chance at 30% for a few showers. Highs, still not bad, 74 degrees, and the extended forecast does call for cooler and breezy conditions on Friday after the rain moves out of here early Friday morning. And then sunny over the weekend, just a little bit on the cooler side on Saturday. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. No accidents right now, but I-75 is backed up a little in the northbound lanes near Fruitville Road in Sarasota.
JP Morgan Chase is having to pay $360 million for manipulating a key interest rate. The European Commission says JP Morgan acted as a, quote, cartel in changing the Euribor rate. That rate determines home loans and other financial products around Europe. JP Morgan has denied manipulating the rate. The bank says it may appeal the decision.
If it seems like there's a Starbucks on every corner, get ready to see even more coffee shops. The coffee chain plans to open 12,000 new locations over the next 5 years. That will boost the total number of its shops worldwide by almost 50%. The Seattle coffee brewer outlined its growth plan before investors today, about a week after it announced Howard Schultz will step down as CEO in April. Shares of Starbucks have declined about 2% since that announcement. And I find this interesting because years ago, I would say about, 8 years ago or so, they were closing some locations and they were struggling, but they added so many more with food products, and they started serving beer and wine in some way. They really reinvented.
Yeah.
So.
And it's become a neighborhood hangout of sorts for a lot of people.
It used to be mine in high school, that's for sure.
Entertainment news is next. Stay with us.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dotoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
The official salon of ABC7.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Alex Karras Lincoln's holiday sales event is here. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $269 per month, or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury. Winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
A powerful new film featuring UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador David Beckham released today.
The film illustrates how physical and psychological abuse can mark children forever. During the 60-second film, scenes of violence against children appear as animated tattoos on the soccer star's body, while Beckham's own tattoos represent happy or important memories. Beckham and UNICEF are urging people to share the new film on social media platforms. 2 pairs of tap shoes that once belonged to Shirley Temple have sold for $20,000. Those are just 2 of the items that sold during the 2-day auction of the child star's jewelry, outfits, awards, and other keepsakes. A diamond ring given to Temple by her father fetched $137,000. All of the money collected from the auction will go to Temple's family. Shirley Temple died in 2014 at the age of 85.
The sounds of the holiday definitely in the air at the Sarasota County Judicial Center. Third graders from Bay Haven Elementary stopped by this morning to sing Christmas carols. They also decorated the tree in the lobby. Employees at the Judicial Center say they look forward to the kids' visit each and every year. It's also a great learning opportunity for these children.
Well, I feel like the holidays can sometimes be a somber occasion, especially the courthouse. So I like to teach my children that we like to spread holiday cheer and we like to do things for the community, and then to learn about the judicial system and the 3 branches of government.
Both the school and the Judicial Center hope to keep this holiday tradition going.
Yeah, the teacher's husband is a judge, so it's a great partnership there. Kids get to spread some holiday cheer and also learn about our judicial system.
Very important. We'll be right back.
Black Friday's biggest deals are still here. That's right, the Black Friday sales event is going strong at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokees. Stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Compass for just $15,999. Or save big on a new Jeep Cherokee starting at just $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.